Good morning student. Today I am going to start the numerical problem which are based on topic energy and momentum. Okay. So let us now start. The first problem is how will the momentum of a body is changed if kinetic energy is doubled. Okay. So as we know that K equal to 1 upon 2 m v square multiplied and divided by m in both sides, 1 upon 2 m square and v square upon m. So since m into v is equal to p, therefore k is equal to 1 upon 2 p square upon m. Okay. So p equal to under root twice k m. For constant m, p proportional root of k, because 2 is a constant, m a constant. So p proportional root of k. So we can write p2 upon p1 equal to under root k2 upon k1. So since k2 equal to 2k and k1 equal to k, therefore p2 upon p1 equal to under root 2k upon k. This k to k cancel. Then p2 equal to under root 2 times p1. It means momentum of a body will become root 2 times. Now note the second problem. How does the kinetic energy of the object change if momentum is doubled? It means p1 equal to p, p2 equal to 2p, then k2 equal to question mark. So as we know that k equal to 1 upon 2 m v square, or multiply and divide by m, so 1 upon 2 m square v square upon m. Since m into v equal to p, therefore k equal to 1 upon 2 p square upon m. Okay. Since m and 2 are constant, to k proportional p square. Okay. To k2 upon k1 equal to p2 upon p1 whole square. So k2 upon k1 equal to momentum of its double. It means p2 is 2p. Okay. So 2p upon p whole square. This p to p cancel. Then k2 equal to 4 times k1. It means if momentum of object is doubled, then kinetic energy of an object will become. Now question number 3. If the linear momentum of a body increases by 20%, okay, what will be the increase in kinetic energy of the body? So delta p means change in momentum upon initial momentum into 100 is equal to 20% is given. Clear? We have to calculate percentage increase in kinetic energy. So as we know that k equal to 1 upon 2 p square upon m. Here 2 and m are constant, so k proportional p square. Okay. So k2 upon k1 is equal to p2 upon p1 whole square, or p2 upon p1 is equal to k2 upon k1 1 by 2, right? So now form the percentage formula. P2 upon P1 minus 1. We have to subtract 1 from both sides, is equal to K2 upon K1 power 1 by 2 minus 1. Then P2 minus P1 means change in momentum upon original momentum is equal to, okay, is equal to K2 upon K1 power 1 by 2 minus 1. The value of this is 20%, means 20 upon 100. Okay, 20 upon 100 is equal to K2 upon K1 power 1 by 2 is minus 1. So 21, 20 was 20, 25 the 100. Okay, to 1 upon 5 is equal to k2 upon k1 whole power 1 by 2 minus 1. So 1 upon 5 plus 1 equal to k2 upon k1 whole power 1 by 2. So 5 on the 5 1 6 by 5 is equal to k2 upon k1 1 by 2. Now squaring both sides, so k2 upon k1 is equal to 36 upon 25. Now again make the percentage formula. So k2 upon k1 minus 1 means subtracted 1 both sides, so 36 upon 25 minus 1. Then k2 minus 1 means change in kinetic energy upon original kinetic energy is equal to 36 minus 25 upon 25. Okay. Then k2 minus k1 upon k1 into 100 means percentage change in kinetic energy is equal to, here to 36 minus 25 means 11 upon 25 into 100. Okay. 25 for the 100 to 11 for the 44 means change in kinetic energy will be 44%. Now note the question number 4. Kinetic energy of a body is increased by 300%. Find the increase in momentum, percentage increase in momentum. Okay. So as we know that k equal to 1 upon 2 p square upon m. Okay. So since 2 and m are constant, so k proportional p square, or we can write p equal to p proportional under root k. Clear? So we can write p2 upon p1 equal to under root k2 upon k1. So kinetic energy is given. So from this equation we can write k2 upon k1 is equal to p2 upon p1 whole square. Now make the percentage formula. So k2 upon k1 minus 1 is equal to p2 upon p1 whole square minus 1. Means subtracting 1 from both sides, because here k2 minus k1 means change in kinetic energy upon initial. Right side portion remains same, means p2 upon p1 whole square minus 1. Okay. So we can write change in kinetic energy upon initial 300%. So 300 upon 100. Okay, is equal to p2 upon p1 whole square minus 1. This 0 to 0 cancel. It means 3. This one transfer to left side means plus 1 is equal to p2 upon p1 whole square. Okay. p2 upon p1 is equal to under root 4. So p2 upon p1 is equal to 2. Now again make the percentage formula. So p2 upon p1 minus 1 means subtracting 1 from both sides, because p2 minus p1 means change in momentum of p1 initial momentum, right? Now multiplied by 100 for making the percentage sign. So 1 into 100. So change in momentum will be 100%. Okay. So momentum will increase by 100. Question number 5. A light body and a heavy body have same momentum. Which is having more kinetic energy? Okay. So let m1 less than m2 means m1 is the mass of light body, m2 is the mass of heavy body. Okay. After that we know that k equal to 1 upon 2 p square upon m. It is given that momentum same, light body and heavy body have the same momentum. It means p constant, 2 constant. This implies k proportional 1 upon m, since p is constant. Okay. We can say that lighter body has more kinetic energy. Okay. Lighter body has more kinetic energy, because kinetic energy proportional to 1 upon m, means as the mass increases then kinetic energy decreases. So smaller mass body has the question number 6. A sound is traveling at a rate of 80 meter per second, means v1 equal to 80 meter per second. Okay, it just able to pass a plank 4 centimeter thick, means x1 equal to 4 centimeter. How much velocity is required, means we have to calculate v2 such that it just passes the plank 9 centimeter thick, means x2 equals 9 centimeter. Okay, so according to work energy principle, loss in kinetic energy equal to work done against Planck resistance. Okay, means 1 upon 2 mv1 square is equal to F into x1. Here resistance force offered by Planck remains same, and for second 1 upon 2m v2 square is equal to F into x2. Okay, suppose this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. Dividing equation 2 by equation 1, by equation 1, so 1 upon 2m v2 square equal to 1 upon 2m v1 square is equal to fx2 upon fx1. Okay, this f2 f cancel, 1 upon 2m, 1 upon 2m cancel. Now put the value of v2 square upon v1 is given, means 80 square is equal to x2 is 9 centimeter upon x1 is 4 centimeter. Okay, so v2 square is equal to 9 by 4 into 80 square. Taking root from both sides, so v2 equal to 3 by 2 into 80. Okay, 2 4 the 8, 0 means 43 the 120 meter per second. Now note the question number 7. The bob of a pendulum is released from a horizontal position A, means from this position A. Okay, as shown in figure, if the length of the pendulum is 1.5 meter, what is the speed with which bob arrives at the lowermost point B, given that it dissipated 5% of initial energy against air resistance. Okay, so at point A, the energy stored is potential energy, means mgh. As it reaches to point B, the 5% of initial energy means mgh, 5% of this mgh lost. Remaining energy will be available at point B in form of kinetic energy. So we can write at point B, kinetic energy is equal to 95% of potential energy at point A. Okay, it means 95 upon 100 of mgh, because 5% is lost against air resistance. Okay, so as we know that kinetic energy 1 upon 2m v square is equal to 95 upon 100 of mg and h. This m to m cancel. Okay, so v square is equal to 2 into 95 means 190 upon 100 into value of g 9.8 into value of h is 1.5. Okay, so v square is equal to this 0 to 0 cancel, 19 upon 10 into 15 8 the 120 12, 15 9 the 135 12, 147 and point after 2 digit. Okay, to this point cancel, then we move 2 digit to 0, then 0 to 0 cancel. Okay, so b square is equal to 19 into 1.47. Okay, and b equal to under root 19 into 1.47. So v equal to, when we multiply 19 into 1.47, we will get 27.93. Okay, now taking the root to 27.93 to 5 5 the 25, 2 point, then next pair 93, 5 plus 5 means 10. Okay, so 2 2 2 2 the 4 0, then 2 9 8, then next pair 1 not 2 plus 2 means 1 not 4, 8 8 8 8 the 64, 6 8 4 the 32, 6 38, 3 8 1 the 8. Okay, then 6 9 8 1 8 5, then next pair 8 8 16 1 5 0 1 5. Okay, so velocity will be 5.285 meter per second. Right, so number 8, a particle of mass 0.5 kg means m equal to 0.5 kg travels in a straight line with a velocity means v equal to 5 f raised to the power 5 by 2 meter per second. How much work is done means w equal to question mark. Okay, by the net force during the displacement f is equal to 0 to f is equal to 2 means when f equal to 0, then v1 equal to 0. When f equal to 2 meter, then v2 equal to 5 into 2 raised to power 5 by 2 meter per second. Then according to work energy theorem, W equal to 1 upon 2m v2 square minus 1 upon 2m v1 square. Okay, so W equal to 1 upon 2m common, here v2 square minus v1 square, right? W equal 1 upon 2, value of m 0.5, 5 into 2 raised to power 5 by 2 square minus 0. Okay, so W equal to 1 upon 2. This 0.5 can be written as 1 by 2. 5 square means 25 into 2 raised to power 5 by 2 means square, so 2 2 cancel, 2 raised to power 5 means 32. Okay, so W equal to 1 by 4 into 25 into 32, 4 8 the 32, so W equal to 200 joule. Now note the question number 9. A bullet weighing 1000 gram, okay, is fired with a velocity of 800 meter per second. After passing through a mud wall 1 meter thick, its velocity decreases to 100 meter per second. Okay, so we have to find the average resistance offered by the mud wall. So note the given value. V1 equal to 800 meter per second, V2 equal to 100 meter per second. Okay, and the thickness of wall, suppose x equal to 1 meter, and we have to calculate the resistance for F. So according to work energy theorem. Okay, so W equal to 1 upon 2m V2 square minus 1 upon 2m V1 square. W equal to 4 into displacement is equal to 1 upon 2m common. Here V2 square minus V1 square. Now substitute this value. F into 1 equal to 1 upon 2 value of m. Bullet means m equal to 10 gram. As we know that 1 gram equal to 10 is to power minus 3 kilogram. It means 10 is to power minus 2 kilogram. Okay. So 10 is to power minus 2. Here V2 square 100 square 1 2 3 4 0 minus V1 means 8 square 64 1 2 3 4. Okay. So F is equal to 1 upon 2 into 10 is to power minus 4 into minus 6 3 1 2 3 4. Okay. So this 10 is to power minus 2 and this cancel. So F equal to minus 2 3 is 6 2 1 is 2 1 2 5 is 10 and this 0. Okay. So resistive force, this minus sign indicate it will be a resistive force, means opposite force due to which its speed decreases. So we can write the average resistance force offered by mud wall will be 3150 Newton. So when we write average resistance means no need to negative sign. No need to put the negative sign. Otherwise this force is equal to minus 3150. To minus sign indicate the it is a resistive force. Okay.